Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are jockeying for position in the polls. Each got a bump following their respective conventions. But some of Trump's comments have added up to just too much, even for some staunch Republican voters. Aaron Breen joins us from the newsroom with more on that story. Aaron?
Well, you know, Elena, there's no doubt that this has been a politically polarizing election. It's not a big headline anymore that Donald Trump has alienated some of the high-ranking Republicans with his rhetoric. But now that alienation has reached all the way to northern Nevada for some. Liz Richard has been voting Republican since 1964.
Voted for Barry Goldwater.
And for every Republican presidential candidate since then.
I was a businesswoman and I just felt strong with the Republican platform until this year.
She did listen to Donald Trump at first.
Trump's always opening his mouth and inserting foot. And for a while in my head, I kept finding excuses for him.
The comments added up, and his opinion of the judge in the case against Trump University was just the last straw.
I don't care if the judge is Mexican or not. I'm going to do great with the Mexican people because I provide jobs.
It was all of the things that he'd done, but that was what made the decision right then and there when he said that.
So Magoo here, who's been a favorite pet for 26 years, ironically has also become her mascot for this election.
I'm voting for Hillary.
And she says she feels she isn't alone in her concerns.
Everything about him is just not presidential at all. And I certainly don't feel comfortable with his finger on the nuke button.
And if he is elected?
Wait till he tries the first time to fire somebody.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
You can't fire me. I'm civil service.
Okay, I do realize that this election is no laughing matter, and I also want to point out that Donald Trump has a lot of supporters here in northern Nevada. According to the Secretary of State's office, Democratic registration is now outpacing Republicans for the entire state, and there are still enough nonpartisans to swing that election either way for the state. By the way, if you happen to be a longtime Democrat who's voting Republican this cycle, we're just as interested in your story, so just let me know. Covering the story, Aaron Breen, Channel 2 News.